Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Max Warframe. So Nekros Prime, it's here, and with it he's brought a couple of new weapons. In this episode we're going to take a look at the Prime variant of one of the most popular melee weapons in the game, and that is the Galatine Prime. Now the Galatine, it was a weapon that for whatever reason people absolutely loved and was hugely popular, so the decision to prime it, pretty easy one from DE's perspective. But have they done the weapon justice? Well, with a base damage of a huge 165, it's the most damaging melee weapon in the game. 156 of that comes in the form of slash, 4.1 as both impact and puncture. Then combine that with some pretty amazing supplemental stats, 20% critical chance, 200% multiplier, means that you are taking advantage of the insane blood rush body count combo. In terms of the extra stats in addition to it, 20% status chance means you're going to be proccing reasonably often, especially since the 1.0 attack speed means that combined with Berserker, Galatine Prime doesn't feel slow at all. Then you've got a 6 meter knockdown on every single jump attack, plus the heavy blade's innate momentum, meaning you're pretty much immune to staggers and knockdowns while you're swinging it. Now, you know me, I like to balance these videos out by talking about the downsides of the weapons out as well, which is, well, if anyone comes up with one, just, feel free to let me in the comments below, because I can't think of any. In terms of stances though, Galatine Prime comes with Depolarity, matches both the Cleaving Whirlwind and Tempo Royale stance. My personal choice of stance though is Tempo Royale. The standard E-combo of Majestic Abandon is very strong with an AoE hit to start it off, and it's really very easy to pull it off. But my personal favourite combo is August Mesto. It's super easy to pull off, starts with the double damage AoE hit, goes into a whole bunch of hits, damage multipliers, you got a ground slam in there as well that knocks enemies off their feet. Insane damage, and then the crowd control of the ground slam as well. It has everything I want from a combo, and what's even better is that it's super easy to pull off. That being said though, in terms of the build, yeah, pretty much back to the standard crit build really. Tempo Royale as a stance, Prime Pressure Point, Berserker, Blood Rush body count for increasing the crit chance as your combo counter goes up, combined body count to lengthen the combo timer, Organ Chatter for crit damage, 2 90% elemental mods of your choice, and a maxed out life strike for the one swing full health regen. You could go with the 2 60% dual stat mods for increasing the status chance as well as elemental durage, I personally wouldn't do that, because the elemental damage loss is quite a lot, but it is an option for sure if you want to go with the more status build. Now the weapon does come with 2 V-polarities as standard. I added a third in case I want to mess about with Prime Fury or Prime Breach in the future, but it's not really needed as such. So do I like the Galatine Prime? Well, to be honest, it's kind of hard not to really. Quite simply, it's the strongest melee weapon in the game right now by quite a long way. I have to admit, the one thing that wound me up a little bit is that the original Galatine was popular despite it not being a crit weapon. However, just to keep up really, in terms of the power, the Prime has had to become a crit weapon just to keep up with the previous Primes really. It's not exactly news that crit is way better than everything damage wise right now, which is why we get melee weapon after melee weapon that is crit based. Frankly, it's fairly boring and repetitive. Once again, DE's kind of, in my opinion, missed a trick in making the Galatine close to its roots as an elemental based weapon, but giving it massive channeling damage, and maybe extra channeling efficiency rather than another in a long line of crit weapons. Don't get me wrong, I like the insanity of a 10-foot long greatsword swinging at 100 miles an hour doing ridiculous damage. It's a fantastic weapon, even if I do wish it was something other than crit. Would I recommend the farm and the former to put the full build on, even if the former's kind of optional? Hell yes I do. As I say, the weapon itself is incredible. The damage, the speed, and the amazing stance. It really does have it all, with absolutely no downsides whatsoever. So if you love the Galatine, you will adore the upgrade, because it's now the strongest melee weapon in the game by far. As always guys, questions, comments, queries in the comments below, and I shall see you in the next video.